If it wasn't for this belief against what he's saying, I wouldn't be making this video. So I'm very, very passionate to share this idea with you, and I hope it changes lives.
Welcome to the channel Navigating Out of the Matrix. In this channel, I will try to get you out of the Matrix, and you can help by subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing to help other people get out of the Matrix. Let's get out into the ultimate redemption.
Right, I'm so excited to do this. This is my first video. Making it as casual as possible. You know, people try to make this perfect. They'll never start. Someone has literally told me in my other channel they wanted to make videos a channel and they just never started. So if I was trying to be perfectionist, I wouldn't be making it like this. I'm not going to say why, there's many reasons. So yeah, here we go. I'm really excited. This is I believe this is going to go big because this is very much needed. We're going to get out of this matrix. And yeah, I could make a lot of introductions, but let's get to the video and you'll get to know me on the way. Here we go. I also want to say that I did watch this particular video at least once in the past, but I don't really remember. I remember the idea of it, and that's why I know to start with this video, because in a way this is kind of the foundation of the channel, of my life. So basically, I am arguing with this person. I don't remember the details, but I remember their general idea. And basically the point is that because I am not doing what he says, that's why this channel exists. So it's a very, very big deal. That's why it makes sense to start with this. So I'm really excited to react. Here we go.
There are only two things I can tell you today that come with absolutely no agenda. The first is congratulations. The second is good luck. Everything else is what I like to call the dirty truth, which is just another way of saying it's my opinion. And in my opinion, you have all been given some terrible advice. And that advice is this: follow your passion. Every time I watch the Oscars, I cringe when some famous movie star, trophy in hand, starts to deconstruct the secret of their success. It's always the same thing. Don't let anyone tell you that you don't have what it takes, kid. And the ever-popular, never give up on your dreams. Look, I understand the importance of persistence and the value of encouragement, but who tells a stranger to never give up on their dreams without even knowing what it is they're dreaming? I mean, how can Lady Gaga possibly know where your passion will lead you? Have these people never seen American Idol? Year after year, thousands of aspiring American Idols show up with great expectations, only to learn that they don't possess the skills they thought they did. What's really amazing, though, is not their lack of talent. The world's full of people who can't sing. It's their genuine shock at being rejected. The incredible realization that their passion and their ability had nothing to do with each other. Look, if we're talking about your hobby,
Who says that you have to be this? Maybe the problem is that their vision exactly of where they want to be, because they have the expectation they want to be somewhere in the world. You can control where you're going to be in the world, but you can control how much you can do. That's a very, very big foundation in life, that you can only control what's inside of you. This is going into a deep topic of free choice, in Hebrew, that the only free choice you have is what's going inside of you, even your own actions. So I believe the problem here is that, yes, they may not be able to ever reach their dreams, but no one's stopping them from trying, from doing their best in that. We still didn't get to the rest of it, where he's just pushing, he's pushing out this idea, but it goes even further. Let's go.
By all means, let your passion lead you. But when it comes to making a living, it's easy to forget the dirty truth. Just because you're passionate about something doesn't mean you won't suck at it. And just because you've earned a degree in your chosen field, It doesn't mean you're going to find your dream job. Dream jobs are usually...
I think that's two separate things of, doing a job, defining your dream job. No, it works the other way around. Basically, I believe that one has to. It's a obligation, and to say it in a positive way and say it in a negative way, it's a sin when a person doesn't do his passion. That's not the point of whether you're good at it or not. Like, good is relative. Like, on the contrary, the contest that people get rejected by, they have a high standard. But so what? Who says you have to go by societal norms? A person is successful when he tries his best. Okay? And the letdown is because he's putting his worth in other people's hands. Like, I can say, wow, so many people have already told me, oh, why are you doing reaction videos? There's so many people that are probably, he said it in a little nicer way, but I'll just say it the way it is, like, the people that are better than me. So what? I know that there's definitely something that I can offer. Literally, if we would let the jobs, if all the jobs in the world were only allowed to be done by people who are the best at it, there'd be very few people in the world. Somehow, some way, God wants everyone to try even the same type of work that we're doing. You have something that someone so-called in a lower level, whichever way that means, he's not such a good voice, not such a good dancer, not such a good, not as good of a video content creator, whatever it is. There's something that every person can offer, and you know that because if you have a passion, that's something that God gave you, and you must do it. And I think that's the problem. He's saying, oh, because you let down, you're not good at it. So what? No, if you have a passion, and usually if you have a passion, you're good. I think you are good at it. If anything, you are good at it. It's just that you're putting the bar so high, so ridiculously high, you're being let down. I don't want to compare myself to others. I know that I have a passion to do this and I have something to offer. And this message in particular means the most. Like I said, if it wasn't for this belief against what he's saying, I wouldn't be making this video. So I'm very, very passionate to share this idea with you, and I hope it changes lives. Let's continue.
Actually, just that. Dreams. But their imaginary existence just might keep you from exploring careers that offer a legitimate chance to perform meaningful work and develop a genuine passion for the job you already have.
Okay, can you develop a passion? Yeah, some people are not familiar, but that's not the ideal way. It's not the ideal way to discover who you are, what your passions are from something outside of you, although that could happen. The ideal way is to look inside of you, whatever it is that helps you look inside of you. Usually they say it's meditation, whatever it is, in a quiet space. Figure that out. Fine. But, okay, fine. At least when if you did find something, it's your passion, good. But he's saying, who knows, you may be doing meaningful work. The most meaningful thing that a person can do, I think that's where he's fundamentally wrong, is that we have obligation to use out the tools that God has given each individual, and every person is unique. If you weren't unique, you wouldn't be in this world. Every person has something that only he or she can offer that no one else can. And if you're going to be doing something, if you feel like you're doing something that someone else could replace you, I believe that is a big problem. Now, maybe at the very least, and it's in addition to doing your passion, like you can be doing your passion, and then for whatever reason we'll discuss later. We could discuss now, but it'll just go on and on and on. But if you're not making enough, for example, you're not making enough money to meet ends meet. So you should divide your days in most importantly doing your job as your, because you have a job in this world. We have to get this priority straight. We have God given gifts to us, to all these talents that we have. We must use them. And then that nobody tells you. It's supposed to be a given. It's like, oh, you think I gave you this gift for nothing? You think I gave you this gift of singing, of dancing, of content creating, whatever it is, for nothing? It's supposed to be a given. That's why people don't talk about it. And then what people preach is just like what he's saying. Oh, do something that's, so to say, forget about yourself, forget about who you are, do something, look outside of you to do something, even though it's something that, okay, it may strike gold, and it'll be something that's you're passionate about, but maybe not.
Because here's another dirty truth. Your happiness on the job has very little to do with the work itself. On Dirty Jobs, I remember a very successful septic tank cleaner, a multimillionaire who told me the secret to his success. I looked around to see where everyone else was headed, he said, and then I went the opposite way. Then I got good at my work. Then I began to prosper, and then one day I realized I was passionate about other people's crap. I've heard that same basic story from welders, plumbers, carpenters, electricians, HVAC professionals, hundreds of other skilled tradesmen who followed opportunity, not passion, and prospered as a result.
Prosper, is that the point of life, to prosper? It's fundamentally wrong. Of course, God wants us to prosper. God wants us to be rich. But that is supposed to help us on our journey. It's a tool to help us. Being rich, being financially stable is a tool to help you in your passion. We got to get our priorities straight. It's an opportunity. Also, if you want to get rich, that's the way. This is good financial advice. This is not good life advice. If you want to be rich, do something exactly what he did. Look outside and that. But is that the point of life? No.
Consider the reality of the current job market. Right now, millions of people with degrees and diplomas are out there competing for a relatively narrow set of opportunities that polite society calls good careers. Now, meanwhile, employers are struggling to fill nearly 5.8 million jobs that nobody's trained to do. This is the skills gap. It's real, and its cause is actually very simple. When people follow their passion, they miss out on all kinds of opportunities they didn't even...
I don't know if it's so much passion. Maybe I don't know statistics, but I think a lot of people are doing, because that in itself is the same issue, that most of the jobs that people are doing, I wish if only people would be doing their passion. Most of what I hear, and thank God it's getting better, is that people are doing what other people are telling them, usually their parents, peer pressure from parents, peer pressure from friends, peer pressure from society, community, like get a prestigious job. That's not their passion. If only people would do their passion. So, yeah.
Existed. When I was 16, I wanted to follow in my grandfather's footsteps. He was a skilled tradesman, could build a house without a blueprint. That was my passion. And I followed it for years. I took all the shop classes at school. I did all I could to absorb the knowledge and skill that came so easily to my granddad. Unfortunately, the handy gene is recessive. It skipped right over me. And I struggled mightily to overcome my deficiencies, but I couldn't. I was one of those contestants on American Idol who believed his passion was enough to ensure his success. One day, I brought home a sconce I had made in wood shop. Looked like a...
If you hear any billionaire, I've heard multiple of these rich people say that the fire, not just the foundation, it's what gets them through this difficult work that they do, that they're dealing with so much and they've done big projects and going through hard days, they say you gotta love it. You gotta have a fire for it. You gotta have passion for it. Like you, who should I listen to? There's true, like there's rich people, and I think he's much richer than this guy, who So yeah, and also his point about, okay, so if you're not skillful in it, it's hard to believe that. It's really hard to believe when you're so passionate about something. Like I said before, I think the bar that he put, he's defining success in a very high level. Like he wants to be like his grandfather. Maybe he was good, but just not as good as his grandfather. And like he said, he went to this contest. It's a very high level bar, so he didn't pass. I think that's the issue. He's saying things that are not the full picture. Everything he's saying may be true, but it's not the full picture, which is unfortunately a lot of misinformation.
Paramecium. After a heavy sigh, my granddad gave me the best advice I've ever received. He told me, Mike, you can still be a tradesman, but only if you get yourself a different kind of toolbox.
Exactly.
At the time...
Exactly. He literally said, you can be like me, just, get it was, there you go. He himself said it. You can still be that. Just don't compare yourself to be like, if let's say I have to be like Albert Einstein, if I'm not like Albert Einstein, I shouldn't bother doing whatever he did. Like, no, there's still many people that went in Albert Einstein's footsteps and trying to be, in coming up with theories, whatever it is. And they were successful in that way. Success is doing the best you can.
This felt contrary to everything I believed about the importance of passion and persistence and staying the course. But of course he was right, because staying the course, that only makes sense if you're headed in a sensible direction. And while passion is way too important to be without, it is way too fickle to follow around. Which brings us to the final.
Yeah, there you go. You must have passion. Is it fickle? What is that supposed to mean? It's fickle. Like, is it? No, passion. Passion is your compass. That this is what you're supposed to be doing in life. And I'll just say it now. That's why I believe that one should find his passion as early as possible and not get into a place where he needs to pay the bills. One should find his passion and find a way he can make income from his passion. Or at least, like when I told this to someone, he's like, you don't have to love it. You can just at least find a job that you don't hate. Well, yeah, that's a different story. That's not the idea of passion. But and still, even in that case, if you're not doing, you have to find a way where you can divide it properly as a separate case. Obviously, no one wants to do a job that they hate, but I think they end up doing that is because they wake up too late. So I want to advise young people to do yourself a favor and find what your passion is and find an income to do passion. And I just want to say, I think this is the beauty of technology, that it gave the platform for us, all of us. We all have a creative creative side of us. Some seems to be more creative than others, but especially the creative people. The creative people, I would define them as out of the box. Before technology, there was barely any room for out of the box thinking. But in so many ways, I think Mr. Beast is the most famous example. He said, I've said the whole story, it's on a video, but in short, the idea is that his mother thought that the only way to succeed is to go through college. And thank God he listened to himself. He listened to his gut feeling. And through YouTube, when it was just kind of first starting, when it wasn't popular, especially, no one made definitely a substantial good amount of money from YouTube in those days. Around that time, whatever, not substantial. It definitely wasn't popular. It wasn't, maybe some people did, but it wasn't popular yet. And he broke the system. He proved, for being creative. So, yeah, let's finish this video off.
Dirty truth? Never follow your passion.
Oh.
But always bring it with you.
No. So, yes, he's just saying passion is needed. Yeah, basically his point. No. It sounds like he's saying, yeah, do whatever it is and find the passion of what you're doing. No. Your passion, and also it's the things that you're there's not, like I said, it's not for nothing you feel this passion, and this passion will also bring you to also brings it unlocks. The passion is basically like comes from desire. Desire is the deepest part of you. Desire can even change your external faculties, your mind and your heart. It can really change your body for the better, change your everything for the better. So yeah, definitely follow your passion. And I think the rest of it I've already said in the before this, in the beginning of this video.
Congratulations again, and good luck. I'm Mike Rowe from MicroWorks for Prager University.
All right, thank you for watching my first video. I am so excited. I finally did this. I can't tell you how many obstacles inside and outside there was to do this. And I don't like to believe that when you're doing good things, there's someone out there, a force that's trying to stop you from doing it, but it does feel that way. Well, I'm glad I finally did this. Like I said, there's so many details that probably I can fix. I could be doing better, first impression, but that I would never start. And the world really needs this, to hear this, and I'm really excited to share it. I can't, please share your feedback. I want to hear from you. I want to communicate with you. I want to engage with my audience, and yeah, the usual: subscribe, like, comment, and share. But honestly, what most meaningful to me is the commenting. And if you don't want to comment publicly, you can comment. You can email me. I'll put in the description, levyssocialhome@gmail.com. And yeah, we can engage. We can make the world a better place, one step at a time. See you in the next video.
Congratulations, you have made it one step closer to getting out of the matrix by watching the whole video. Again, by subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing, you help other people get out of the matrix. Also, you can help us by sponsoring or donating a video or the like to help other people. Also, you can reach out to me at my Gmail, levyssocialhome@gmail.com, to discuss, to talk how we can help other people get out of the matrix, including yourself. See you in the next video.